Alright, so what is up YouTube? Tamer G here, and we are here to do the full league draft analysis of the PWEL Season 2. Season 1, our champion was Byron, the Pittsburgh Reggie Steelers. I tried to record Season 1, but I got too busy and I wasn't able to do all my battles, so we ended up just doing whoever wanted to keep playing their matches. They played off for basically finals, and then the winner was Byron. So Byron with one of the most broken teams in the league at that for Season 1. But Season 2, we've changed up the style. You no longer have to draft a Z move, and there were some new additions like the new Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Ultra Beasts, and such. So we're going to go in order of draft league, or in order of power ranking. Power rankings were done by one of the coaches who is an admin who, you know, he was fair as much as possible. Of course he was fair. I'm joking. It wasn't as much as possible. He was pretty fair because he actually placed himself pretty low in here, which I kind of like how he did the power ranking. So that's why we decided to use his. I also agreed with him on most of them. I had a couple switched in my head, but overall I think it was a great power ranking. So in 10th place are the Venix Vulpixes. Venix Vulpix, the coach's name is Forbes, or at least that's what he is on Discord and Showdown. His team, it looks like it's trying to be a little bit of Sun. Sorry for the lag of the dock. I am recording on a tablet because for some weird reason the recording on my laptop doesn't want to work. So as you can see, he's got some Sun shenanigans going on here. He's got that Zard Y. He's got the, what is it? What's the freaking ability that boosts by Chlorophyll? He's got 2 Chlorophyll Mons, which probably ain't gonna do him best. So I'm gonna go to read what he said. So pros, a really nice and well-balanced team, and it is, because it's got a good amount of special attackers, it's got a decent amount of physical attackers, and then it's also got a couple support mons being Umbreon and Whimsicott, and then also the Defogger in the Empoleon and whatnot, and then the Rapid Spinner. So he's got good hazard removal. He only has one thing to switch out with an attack, which is U-turn Whimsicott, and then he has only modes of Stealth Rocks. He doesn't have spikes or anything, which really isn't too needed in Draft League. So yeah, I think his team is pretty solid in my opinion. He didn't need 2 Sunsetters in my honest opinion if he was going for a Sun team, but that's just my opinion. So here's the stats breakdown. You guys can go ahead and take a look at that yourselves. He has a really great team overall. Decent amount of bulk, decent amount of physical attackers, but the cons that brought him down was there was no dragon type, which is kind of something big in Draft League. You usually want to have a dragon, but you don't need one 100%, but usually you want one because it's one of the main cores. If you guys ever played Draft League before, the main cores are Fire, Water, Grass, because those have resistances to pretty much any other typing that people will draft, and then the other core is Steel, Fairy, and Dragon, which he does not have a dragon, which will make it hard for him a little bit to deal with certain typings that dragons can deal with quite well, but he doesn't really need it to counter dragons. He doesn't need a dragon to counter a dragon because he's got fairies, which he only has one of. Kind of is a look, you know, it's gonna make it a little hard for him, but you know, hopefully he'll do well. All right, so second place goes to, if they're on here, I think they're the Sydney Snorlaxes, I want to say. Was it? I don't think should have a dock for him. Oh, no, yeah, it is. It's the Bristle Burmese. So his are missing because we did not update his dock, and plus, usually we have the owners update their own docks. We just give them a template, pretty much. So his team is right here. It is Kartana, Gudra, Crobat, Ninetales, Quillfish, Sandslash, Mega Aggron, Azumarill, Xurkitree, Dusknoir, and Avalugg. So I'm a little surprised. This is one that I kind of said I didn't really agree with. Oh, hey, it's all loading up now. What a surprise. This is one of the ones I didn't really agree with. I thought this should have been 10th over Forbes' team, mainly just because, I don't know, in my opinion, this team is meh. I don't know really how to explain this. Like, he's got something that sets up Sun. Nothing can really abuse the Sun. He's got priority. There's that. He's got priority in the Azu. But he can be taken out by fire types pretty easily, minus the Gudra and the. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I would just place this in last just because there's nothing that really pops out to me other than Kartana and the Gudra. Like the rest are just meh in my opinion. I don't know. That's just my opinion on this team. Yeah, it was graded in his opinion a D. Forbes was graded a D minus. I still think Terabyte should have been a little lower. I'm sorry, buddy, but you know, I feel like his is not as good as the Vulpix is just because they were able to draft theirs quite evenly, and this team just seems like I honestly don't know how to rate this team, how to explain it very well, but yeah, it's not a horrible team. It's a pretty good one. He's got a good amount of hazards. I believe he does have Stealth Rocks in I believe Sandslash and Aggron. And then I know the Sushi, the Quillfish, has both. So, and it has Intimidate, which isn't bad, which is actually pretty good in the league. But yeah, in my honest opinion, I think this probably should have been 10th. But what do I know? What do I know? All right. So in 8th place will be. Let me actually check the team name just to make sure I'm not getting mixed up. Yeah, it's the Sydney Snorlaxes. Another person from Sydney, Blackhawk. So in this season, we actually allowed Hoopa Unbound. And he drafted, in my opinion, this team is probably better than my own. But that's my opinion. So this is Blackhawk's team. His team consists of Hoopa Unbound, Buzzwool, Nidoqueen, T-Serena, Bronzong, Audino, Minetric, Mega, and then Tornadus, Gastrodon, Minior, and Aromatisse. Sorry about that, moving my laptop. In my opinion, this team is quite scary offensively. Defensively, he has Gastrodon, which is really annoying to get through. Aromatisse is also annoying. Bronzong. He's got a good amount of defensive mons, but offensively, I think is where he's going to thrive the most. So let me go ahead and read the power ranking from Vic. Vic. I'm just going to call him Vic in this video, just because I'm bad at pronouncing names. Blackhawk, amazing bulk in offense and utility. And then the cons were only 3 special attackers using Jirachi. Oh, wait, no, I'm reading the wrong one. Not much special attackers. Hoopa, Unbound, Nidoqueen, Torn, and Minetric are the ones who could run special, but Torn and Hoopa and Queen likes to run other things as well, which is true. Hoopa, Unbound, you don't usually see as a special attacker that often. You usually see it as a physical. At least from my experience. Nidoqueen, I see it as a special. But I could also see it as support with Black Sludge and T-Spikes and whatnot. So, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, he has a good point where not many are special. But I feel like maybe this team should have been 1 or 2 higher. Because this team is kind of a threat. It is pretty scary, not gonna lie. So, yeah. And then we have, in 7th place in the power rankings, Tacoma Tapus. Now, this one I know won't be loading sprites. The other one loaded them pretty late. Wow. So I know this one won't be loading sprites. The coach is, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm just gonna say what his name is. CSAXCR squared. I'm really bad at that. So he is actually missing a slot there. Let me actually, hang on. I'm gonna pull up the doc here. Let's see. Okay, so he has Jirachi, Sylveon, Mantine, Emboar, Hitmontop, Gorbis, Mega Heracross, Garchomp, Tapu Bulu, Garbodor, and Liloon. So looking at his team, it is pretty scary. He has a good amount of setup hazards. He has a great defogger in Mantine. I believe Sylveon now gets defog as well. And then hazards with Garchomp, Garbodor, which is going to be super duper annoying. Tapu Bulu, pretty scary. It makes all his Pokemon that are weak to ground a little less weak to ground, like Emboar. So if he sets up that grassy terrain, yeah, it's grassy terrain with a terrain extender, he can just bring out Emboar and only worry about water types. But then he can just switch back into Bulu, so it really does, it's not too bad. Yeah, that's going to be annoying to have to deal with. I play him week 1, which I have already played him as the time of the recording, but you guys probably won't be seeing it for a while. So there you guys go. That's his team, in my opinion. Let me go ahead and read what Vic had to say in the power rankings. Really great and scary offense with Bulu, Chomp, and Embor. Like I said, Embor and that Bulu are going to be really annoying, but the cons were only really 3 special attackers being Jirachi, Sylveon, and Gorbis, plus Grassy Terrain weakened Chomp's EQ isn't helping. That is true. It is going to weaken Garchomp's Earthquake, which is one of his main moves that he usually runs. But if he plays it smart, the Grassy Terrain won't affect him too much. And then the 3 special attackers, so if I would have been smart and remembered that in my matchup, but of course, we could still win. But I did not bring that many walls for that, but whatever. Going into third place. Third place. I'm stupid. 6th place is the Sydney Shamans, otherwise the coach is known as Vic. So you guys can go ahead and see. He already updated his page. God, I'm spitting all over my tablet, to be honest. He already updated his page. So I believe he won his last round. Yeah, he won to a 1-0. And here's what he had to say about his own team. Really amazing bulk and offense, and 2 good defoggers. Cons. Really slow with only Absol passing base 100 and no spin blockers. Yes, the no spin blocker part is something that probably doesn't help him that much. It's always great to have a spin blocker, because if they try to use rapid spin as their way of getting rid of hazards, you can just switch into a ghost and you can stop that. His team is, in my opinion, again, quite scary. Having that Celesteela Komodo together, it's kind of scary, but the most scary combo in his team, the Celesteela and Finny and Landers, those 3 together are so defensively good. They're going to be a monster in this league, and I can already see that Tapu Finny's already picked up 2 kills and hasn't died. Yeah, man, he's going to be pretty... That core is going to be quite scary, in my opinion. I got to give him props to drafting a Musharna. I've never actually seen people use Musharna in Draft League, so I can't wait to see how he uses it. Mega Absol, that's going to be also scary because it can be run both physically and specially. So, that's going to be pretty nice. He cannot use these. He has drafted Z Komodo as his Z user. He's not allowed to use Clangoloria's Soul Blade just because that's way too broken. It boosts up all boosts up all of his stats. That would be banned instantly because multi or omni boosting moves are banned. So moving on to 5th place. 5th place goes to the Golden State Gliscors. The coach's name, the Gliscor guy. His draft is pretty scary in my opinion. I'm saying all these drafts are pretty scary because everyone drafted pretty great, man. I think I should have been lower. I think I probably should have been in this place, but somehow I actually made it higher. So here it is. He's got Victini. He's got a Gliscor. He's got Kyurem. He's got Delmise. I don't know how to pronounce it. Araquanid, Kecleon, which is his user, Mega Diancie, Lucario, Skuntank, Rotom, and Z Thundurus. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, all of the power ranking were taken before Z move users were announced, so it's not going to mention that in the power rankings. But in my opinion, this team is quite scary, just like all the other teams. But this one more scary because he's got that Volt Turn. He's got also a U-turn user, I believe, in Araquanid. He's also got a good spin blocker. He's got 2 defoggers. He's also got an offensive threat in both Mega Diancie and Mega fucking stupid, in Victini. Araquanid being able to set up those sticky webs, which is going to be super annoying in this league. Not to mention his spin blocker, or his rapid spinner is a spin blocker, which is also annoying. I can't wait to see how he uses Kecleon Z, because that's going to be cool to see. I can't wait to see that. And then he's also got that Lucario, which has that bullet punch. Usually probably is better to draft when you're up against a Diancie, but since you have Mega Diancie, you just take out things that are fairy pretty much. You can pretty much handle the fairies on your own as Lucario, in my opinion. Because, you get free Iron Tail, you get Bullet Punch, whatnot. I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. So yeah, that's his team. The power rankings say great amount of hazard removal and offense and defense. Yeah, like I said, he's got that. He's got that defog. He's got 2 defoggers, a rapid spinner, and another defogger actually, because I forgot Rotom and Ultra Sun and Moon got defog. And then his cons: a lot of ground and ice weaknesses, have a few things weak to rocks, spikes, and only 2 mons over a base 100, being Thunderous and Diancie. I think what he means by base 100 is speed-wise. I mean, if he plays his cards right, he can just Trick Room up with Victini or Diancie, and he could just, be slow as he wants and still win, because Trick Room can be quite annoying if you have a speedy team. So there's that. Alright, so, yeah, that's my opinion on the team. Time for 4th place, which goes to the team that hopefully will win a match for once in their lives, the Tulare Tyrannotars. I've been losing a lot lately in leagues. It's kind of depressing, to be honest. So here's mine. Thanks to Ham for doing this. Also, I want to shout one of the coaches of the Scandinavian Seismitoads you guys can see down there. I'm going to shout him out. His name's Ham Kiss. He has a cool website. I'm going to put that in the link in the description down below. You can basically put in what draft team you're thinking of getting, or a draft team that you do have, and it will tell you all this that he has on the dock here. But it isn't updated with Ultra, Sun, and Moon, so you won't have everything, but you'll have most. So here's the team. It loaded right when I finished my sentence. So, let me read the power rankings first, and then get into how and why I drafted this. Power ranking: a great mix of offense and defense, can break through most cores, and great speed. Cons: not enough hazard removal, being only Rotom Wash and Ninjask isn't a good remover. Yes, I don't have good hazard removal, but do I really care about hazards? Yeah, I do, actually. I care about spikes a lot. Spikes is quite annoying, so we mainly only have Rotom to deal with spikes, which in my opinion is kind of good, because Rotom isn't affected by it, and Rotom is bulky enough to actually take any hit to get rid of hazards. And if you can play your cards right, if you're not up against whoever sets up, you can just Volt Switch right out and just switch into something that can take on whatever's in front of you, and then make sure that same mon can also handle that hazard setter. So yeah, God, my nose is like itchy right now, and I don't know why. So originally, when I was drafting, I was gonna build more speedy offense, but then as the draft started going, I ended up just getting mediocre in my opinion. My slowest mon being Snorlax. The main reason why I picked up Snorlax was because I love seeing Snorlax being played in Draft League. He's always a fun thing to see. He's always, in my opinion, he can be a wild card at most of the times, because I've seen someone run a special Snorlax. Like he's pretty crazy, Snorlax. And then because I drafted Snorlax, I'm like, all right, so I'm probably going to end up going in a downhill climb of speed. So I need to get something that can help out with that. So I picked up 2 things. I picked up Ninjask, because in this league, which I am running, so I probably should have mentioned that first. In the league, you are allowed to speed pass, but no other things can be passed along with speed. So you can basically only pass 1 stat. A lot of leagues don't allow speed passing. I think it's okay. It's not completely broken, because you can just haze it or something. I don't know. But we have it legal, so I can go ahead and spin past the speed from Ninjask with speed boost over to another mon, or with Doodle Chew, I can set up a freaking Trick Room, and I get a free Trick Room because of Disguise. So I pretty much get a free Trick Room. And if my mons are too slow, I can just Trick Room up and then just sweep from there. My fastest mon is the one and only Ninjask. But other than that, because he's not going to be used too much, the fastest mon has to be Blacephalon at 107 speed. So there you go. My team, my opinions on it. A lot of them are going to be very, very situational. The main ones I'll probably be using, you guys will see as the league goes on. You guys will probably tell from how I play and how I end up, team building. So, 3rd place, the my English, please. Scandinavian Seismitoads. Dude, their logo is so cool, in my opinion. I love their logo. Look at that. So much better than mine. Mine didn't load in, but so much better, guys. So here it is, Scandinavian, please, English, Seismitoads. They have a little bit of hazards, in my opinion. I'm just going to go off of my opinion first and then check the power rankings. They They have a little bit of hazard. They have quite the good amount of hazard removal in Klefki, in Tapu Koko, in Rapid Spin, Donphan, and Defogging Cragonally. Defog is also in Volcarona, correct? Yeah. Rapid Spin is on Cragonagle? Whatever his name is. He has that too. That's pretty cool. So he has Volt Turn with Volcarona and both turns being in Coco. Not, in my opinion, his hazards, there's not much, and I see why, because he has so much hazard removal, and most of it's defog, so really he won't be able to keep his hazards up if someone's setting up hazards against him, which I could see the main reason why because of his Volcarona being bug fire takes like what, a fourth, or no, not a fourth, I'm stupid, it takes half from Stealth Rocks. I don't know why I'm so stupid and didn't realize that. So yeah, there's the abilities they can get. I'm not going to read them. But you guys can go ahead and take a look here. He has 4 things over 100 speed, which is a pretty scary, but he's got a decent amount of slow mons too in case, someone wants to set up Trick Room like me, so it kind of screws me over. So let me go to read the power rankings. Amazing bulk removal and great regen core. Needs 1 or 2 more physical attackers. Yeah, kinda. I would say Tapu Koko can be a physical attacker, so that's 1. Donphan, and then Conkeldurr, and I think Guzzler can also be physical. So that would leave him with 4 physical attackers, meaning a little under half of his team is physical. I know most people don't see Tapu Koko being physical, but I mean, he has a great physical attack stat. Like, have you seen it? Look at this. Tapu Koko, 115 attack stat, 95 special. He can be ran as a... Oh, shoot. He can be ran as a physical attacker. And then he also has the Z move on him, and he also has Z move on Guzzlord. Z move on Tapu Koko is going to be crazy because he can just Z Supersonic Sky Strike with Brave Bird, which is going to be crazy. Also, the Gigavolt Havoc with that Wild Charge, and also the Twinkle Tackle with Play Rough. I don't think it gets Play Rough. I think it only gets Moonblast and Dazzling Gleam and whatnot. I don't remember. But yeah, this team is crazy, and I can't wait to get destroyed by it. Alright, so we're down to the final 2. Which team gets first? I will say that after I say the second place, which is the Pittsburgh Reggie Steelers. Our champion from last year comes back with a really good team still, and he is placed second in the power ranking. So let me go ahead and read off. He already has played his first match, and I believe he lost. Or did he win? I don't remember. Let me see. I believe he lost. Yeah, he won. I'm stupid. He won his game. He didn't update this part, the team info. So his team consists of a Mew, Hydreigon, Primarina, God English, Fortress, Gourgeist, Raichu, Mega Pinsir, Heatran, Porygon 2, Hitmonlee, and Gligar. So he was going for Gliscor as one of his last picks, but he didn't get it, so he had to pick up Gligar. His team is, again, another scary team with 3 Mons having 100 or higher base speed. He has a wild card in Mew. He has a great Fairy Dragon Steel core in Primarina, Hydreigon, and Fortress. He also has a great Fire, Water, Grass core in Heatran, Primarina again, and Fortress. Heatran being a great switch in for whenever something's going to attack Fortress, which would most likely be a fire move. Heatran can come right in, flash fire, boom, already has a fire boost, and it can just do so many things with this team. Mega Pinsir was one of the Megas I wanted to draft, but I ended up picking up the king himself, T-Tar. I had to pick it up because, it's a mascot, so I had to pick it up. But yeah, so there's that part of the team. On my honest opinion, his team is going to be very annoying. He's got a good amount of bulky mons. He's got a good amount of physical mons. And again, that wild card Mew is going to be super annoying to team build against. I really hate team building against a team with Mew just because Mew can be used in many different ways. It can be used as a defogger, and then it can be used as support. It can be used as physical. It can be used as special. I haven't really seen that many physicals, but I know that can. And then there's a transform set. He could easily just run that. In my opinion, it's going to be kind of annoying to have to deal with this team. So, the power ranking. He was placed in second because pretty much has everything versatile. Offense, defense, removal, you name it. Cons. Only has 2 Mons over the base 100, and a third of the team doesn't like knockoff. Yes, a lot of the Mons don't like knockoff, but I think he did his math. Actually, yeah, he kind of is right. Over. Oh, he said over. I was like, I'm pretty sure there was another over 100, but it was exactly 100 BMU. So yeah, he is right. Oh, and I think I moved something. Here, let me go ahead and go back. All right. So yeah, his team, still, it's quite scary in my opinion, and you probably don't want to mess with this team if it's coming at you. P2 was something that I wanted as bulk, but I ended up not getting it because I already had Mimikyu, so I didn't need it. So yeah, there's his team, and of course, the final team I haven't talked about, the Mount Vernon Volcaronas, placing first in the power rankings. Man, Turo has come so far. So his team actually isn't here for some weird reason, so I'm going to go ahead and go on to the less cool part of the doc. The draft list. Not the draft list, my bad. The team draft. I'm stupid. So let's go ahead and go on over to Silverwatch, who is in 4th. Yeah, he drafted 4th. So his team consists of Infernape, Melodic, Alolan Ninetales, Jolteon, Registeel, Palossand, Mega Lopunny, and then Weavile, Haxorus, Golbat, and Lurantis. So his comments were, finally a team with at least 4 mons over 100 base speed, and pretty much a versatile team. Cons: ice and ground weaknesses, and most of the offense mons are quite frail. Yes, most of his offense mons are quite frail, but the thing that he didn't put is the mons that aren't frail are good at what they do. Registeel, in my opinion, a great mon. It gets Curse, it can get Rest, it can get Sleep Talk, and then just Iron Head, and there you go. You just have a combo that is really annoying to go up against. His Fairy Dragon Steel Core, Haxorus, something that I got sniped from me. Alolan Ninetales, Registeel, those 3 right there. Boom, already annoying. Then we got that Fire, Water, Grass, I believe. Yeah. In my opinion, not the best Fire, Water, Grass core, but the Fire and Water types, amazing ones. Melodic and Infernape, amazing. Him drafting Mega Lopunny round 1 was definitely something he should have. Could have waited till round 2, but he just wanted to make sure that it wasn't sniped. So I understand. One thing I already know what set he's probably going to run on his Mega Lopunny unless he switches it up, because I've been in a draft league with him before where he runs Mega Lopunny, or he gets Mega Lopunny. He usually runs a certain set. I won't say because I don't want to spoil it, but I'm pretty sure I have an idea. And Weavile is going to be annoying to have to deal with. That knockoff Ice Shard, dude, that's going to be super annoying. But you know what? I'm pretty sure we can handle it. Yeah, his team quite scary. Setting up the Hail with Alola Ninetales, he can set up Aurora Veil, which is going to be quite a bit annoying. Not gonna lie, he also has Golbat, where he can basically just defog with Eviolite, which is really, really going to be annoying as well. A Poison Flying type is quite good coverage in my opinion. Quad resisting any grass type move. So yeah, that is it for the draft. You guys can go ahead and take a look at all of it from here. Of course, this looks so tiny. But yeah, that is it. Here are the rules in case you guys need to take a look. Some of them will be modified later down the line. So yeah, some of them are going to be modified later down the line. I should say are going to. But that is it for the draft league or draft analysis. Here are the round picks as well if you want to take a look at those. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, please leave a like, comment down below. Feel free to subscribe if you guys are new. And I'll also put links of everyone else's channels down below. And again, go check out Hamkiss's website if you are into draft leagues. It's an amazing website, in my opinion. It is not updated with Ultrasign Ultraman, but you know what? It's not that hard to remember what got defogged and whatnot. So, yeah, peace out.